You go against Fizco. We'll be ready to help.
Hey, I was thinking about this whole apocalypse thing. So lots of people died, and it's really sad. So why should their comics go to waste, right? A bunch of our regular customers had really good collections, and they lived in the area. So go rescue those lonely comics.
I'm gonna hurt you! Yeah! Got another one! Fuck! I'm gonna smash your face for you! You're gonna die!
Oh, man. I hope those weren't loyal customers you just killed. Now, whatever. The comic's the important part, right?
Let's try something new!
That thing looks crisp. Don't open the plastic wrap. I want to savor the first smell. Then you could cosplay as yourself. That is so meta. Nice. Limited edition, but it looks a little used. I hope they didn't read it in the bathroom. I can't be too picky, but I'm definitely reordering a new one when this is all over. Reads comics out on the water. Maybe they were trying to hide their comic addiction from their mom. That makes total sense to me. Okay, that's everyone on the list. Bring them back and I'll get them all in slipcovers. Nice. Here, I found this in the back closet. It'll totally make you look like a superhero. You can be like the superhero who liberates comic books during the mutant apocalypse. That would be an amazing comic. Hey, I got this story idea. Check it out, okay? You're the Comic Knight, upholder of the comics code and defender of comics in the apocalypse. What do you think? It's awesome, huh? I draw it up, but I can't draw or write. But I love reading. I got some leads on some more. You know, if you're truly the hero this city needs. We shipped out a bunch of books the week before the city turned. As Comic Knight, it's really your duty to liberate them from the clutches of the enemy and return them to good owners, like me.
OD, incoming!
justice. Hey, so I've been thinking about your superpowers. You obviously have the power to grind on, like, anything. Maybe you should be the grinder.
I think you should stick with Comic Night.
Yeah, cool. Okay. That's a terrible name. I need a good name for what Sunset City has become. Something, I don't know, like darker, like Twilight City. Oh man, that's good. Yeah, and it appeals to girls too. Your comic is going to be such a hit. If your parents died and you were raised by reading comics? Super Mint Magic comic, and that's where you get your power. Oh, and then mold and book lice would be your weakness. So cool.
territory! I am putting myself to the fullest possible use, which is all I do.
Can't stop me now.
Okay, so at this point, you've got this magic comic and a mission to save the comics of Twilight City. The story needs more.
How about a villain?
Yes, a villain. Someone who hates comics. Like my ex. Just kidding. Not really. I actually never had a girlfriend, whatever. Anyway, I gotta think about this. Just, keep up that first edition Justice, Comic Knight.
Die! I'm gonna hurt you!
Figured out your nemesis, Musty Mildew. Comics fear most, right? Right? Maybe you used to be lovers or whatever, but then she had like a freak drowning accident, and now she's only being kept alive by a symbiotic mold. An evil mold. And the mold is in her head, making her totally crazy. I can see the movie already. You know, Musty Mildew is a perfect nemesis. I mean, think about what would happen if her musty mildewness ever got near your magic comic. Who knows if kitty litter and baking soda can even bring the magic back? Magic comic ever gets musty, you can always collect more comics to restore your power. And we can have a whole series of comeback issues building up to a climactic fight. This could easily be 100 plus issues.
Nice to see them killing people who aren't me for a change.
Got it. Okay, this is going to get full circle. Comic Knight, I mean you, could be rocked by all this guilt because you could have saved Musty when she needed you most, but you were too busy reading comics the day she drowned.
Is this art imitating life here?
Any connections here are purely coincidental. This is a monumental tragedy. I mean, she blames the comics. And maybe you secretly blame,
Myself?
Oh, no, wait, no. What? No. How could you have known she was suffering all that time? Come on, get back on board with this. That's for sure. Thanks. So, now, you ready for this ending?
Definitely not.
So in order to defeat Musty Mildew, the Comic Knight has to sacrifice the very thing he loves most.
The Super Mint Magic comic?
Yeah. How did you know? Huh. I guess you are the Comic Knight.
Yeah, and I'm not doing it. I've got comics to save. No way I'm giving up my powers for moldy old love.
Wow, you're such an anti-hero. There's so much truth in this art. I'm done collecting. I've got to get to writing all this down. And you, good luck out there, Comic Knight. One man in this town believes in you.